Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In the previous video we talk about the introduction of the compound angle formulae, and we have talked about the formulas and their expression, right? And we talk about how to apply them in some way, but in this video we are going to talk about how to apply the compound angle theorems, like other applications. Okay, so then we have one question here, and then we'll be solving some more question. So this question says, if sine A is 3/4 and sine B, then cos B is what? 15/17, where A is what? Obtuse. Obtuse means what? Talk about that. And then where B is what? Acute. Then find, without using tables, the value of sine A plus B sine. So this is what? The solution. So we have sine A to be equal to 3/5, and they are saying is A is what? Obtuse. Yeah, obtuse, right? Obtuse means that what? A is in what? The second quadrant. So we talked about all this in trigonometry 1. So it's in the second quadrant, and when you draw that A, so this will be your A sine. So you have opposite is 3 and the hypotenuse is 5, and we need to find this side. And when you do that, you get that this side is what? 4, right? Actually -4, because you are in the negative x-axis, so it will be -4. So our cos what? A will be equal to -4/5. Also remember that when you are doing this in example, you have to state your Pythagoras theorem and use it to solve the question. So you have 5 squared minus 3 squared all square root, and that should give us what? 4, right? And then it states why it's negative, because you're in this axis, the negative axis. So now we have our cos A to be equal to what? -4/5. Now let's come back to what? Cos B. We know cos B is what? 15/17, right? And it's acute. It means what? It's in the first quadrant, so the angle B is in the first quadrant, and then we have the adjacent to be 15, hypotenuse is 17, and we need to find this side. So that side will be equal to what? Square root of 17 squared minus what? 15 squared, and that should be equal to what? 8. So you have your sine B to be equal to opposite, which is 8 over hypotenuse 17. So we have everything that we need. So the next thing is to what? Answer the question. So 1. So we are asked to find what? Sine of A plus what? B. And we know, according to what? The trigonometric ratios, sine of A plus B is what? Sine of A cos of B plus sine of what? B cos of what? A, right? So the next thing I need to do is to go and pick what? So we have sine of A to be what? 3/5, and the cos of B is what? 15/17, right? Then plus sine of what? B is -4/5. No, is it -4? It's actually 8. But sine of B is 8/17 multiplied by cos of what? B, cos of A, which is what? -4/5. -4/5. And then when you do the calculation, you get this side to be 45/85 minus 32/85, and this should give us what? 13/85. Yeah. So that's what you get for question 1. Then let's go to question. We have cos what for A minus what? B, and this can be expressed as what? Cos of A cos of B plus what? Sine of A sine of what? B. And we know cos of A is what? -4/5. Sine of B is what? 15/17 plus 3/5, 8/17, and this should give us what? 60/85. Actually -60/85 plus what? 24 over what 85, and this will give us what negative 36 over what 85. Okay, yeah, so this is the answers that you get when you are trying to apply trigonometry in this format. Okay, so let's try some 1 or 2 questions around this area, and then we'll see what's up. So the next question that we'll be talking about, so they say you should find, sorry I didn't type the question, find without tables the value of what. So find the values of cos 60 minus theta if tan theta is equal to negative 3 on 4, actually negative 3 on 4, and theta 0 less than theta less than what 180 degrees. So this is the range that we have been given. Okay, so now then this thing we need to do is what. So we know that theta is either here or here, right? So but then we need to first find what theta. So let's go ahead and find theta. Let's go ahead and find theta. So we will do this. So let's draw our angle theta. You know, they say tan theta is equal to 3 over 4. So here will be opposite, right? So and they say negative. Okay, sorry, negative. It should be this side. We're not talking about that side. It should be this side. And then here should be 3, here should be 4. And when you solve for this using the Pythagoras theorem, you get 5, right? The hypotenuse will be 5. So using that, you get what sine theta to be equal to what 3 over 5, and you get what cos theta to be what is negative, so negative 4 over 5, right? So but then they're asking us to find what cos of 60 minus theta, which we can express as what cos of 60 cos of what theta plus what sine of 60 sine of what theta. We know we have cos 60, so now we are going to look for what cos theta, which is what times negative 4 over 5 plus sine of what 60 times what 3 over 5, and this will give us what. So cos 60 is 1 over what 2 times negative half, negative 4 over 5, plus this is 3 over 2 times 3 over 5. This will give us negative 2 over 5 plus 3 square roots of what 3 all over what 10. So we can find LCM 10. Negative 4 plus 3 square roots of what 3. Yeah, that should give us that. Yeah, so this is your final answer. So when you solve this, so the first part is to what guess where the angle is. So you know that's what the angle is at this side, so we are going to find sine theta cos theta, then we express this and you put the sine theta and cos theta inside, and then you solve. That's very, very simple. Then we'll move to the one more question, or I'll just read the question and then you guys will solve it. So it's also similar to like this kind of application. So let's say we have so in this case they say sine A is equal to 3 over 5, and then here A is what obtuse, and then cos what sorry, not cos, sine B is equal to what 12 over what 13, and B is what acute. So they say you should find, so find cos A plus B and tan of what A minus what B. So you guys are supposed to solve this and leave your answer in the comment section, but then let me just give you some heads up. So what you have to do first is what? Draw this scenario and find what? Cos of A. Draw this scenario nicely and find what? Cos of B. Then now express this in the trigonometry, the double angle formulae, and then get the double angle formulae for this one. So let me just write them for you. So the double angle formulae for this will be equal to cos A cos B minus what? Sin A sin B. Then for tan A minus B will be equal to tan A minus what? Tan B all over 1 plus tan A tan B, right? So you input them and then you get some values, and then that's your final answer. Let's solve one more question. So let's say you're asked to find tan A if tan of what? A minus what? 45 is equal to what? 1 sorry, not negative 1, so 1 over 3. Okay, this is a very interesting question, and if you guess right, it's all coming from what? The double angle formula of what? Tan what? A minus what? B. So the double angle formula for tan of what? A minus what? B will be equal to tan of what? A minus tan of B all over 1 plus what? Tan A tan B, right? By this time they give us what? Tan of A minus 45. So let's express it in that format. That will give us tan of A minus what? Tan of what? 45 all over 1 plus tan of A then tan of what? 45, right? And we know that tan 45 is what? 1, because we have done those calculations in trigonometry 1. So, and then they are saying that all this is equal to what? 1 over 3. So tan of A minus 1 all over what? 1 plus tan what? A, because all this is 1, so will be equal to 1 over 3. So we can let tan of A equal to some small what? A. So then we have A minus what? 1 all over 1 plus A to be equal to what? 1 over 3, implying that we'll have 3A minus 1 to be equal to what? 1 plus what? A. So we have 3A minus 3 is equal to A plus 1. So 2A will be equal to what? 4. And you get your A to be equal to what? 2, right? So your A, so moving from here to this side, your A is equal to 2. But we know that A is equal to what? Tan of A, right? So which is equal to 2. So your tan of A will now be equal to what? 2. So that's your final answer. So we'll stop here. You guys should go and look for more examples and then solve and apply the same principles that we are using.